A major winter storm has buried portions of the Northeast under feet of snow. Some areas have been blanketed with more than 30 inches of snow. And on the West Coast, California is still being hit by heavy rains, high winds, and flooding, as the latest in a long line of storms drenches parts of the state. Charlene is on this story.
The nor'easter buried portions of the Northeast under feet of snow and left hundreds of thousands without power. Some areas have been blanketed with more than 30 inches of snow, and in some areas, it's still coming down.
Oh, it's like heavy snow, about a foot, and it's still snowing.
New England, upstate New York, northeastern Pennsylvania, and northern New Jersey blasted with the winter weather. The winter storm taking down power lines across the region, leaving hundreds of thousands in the cold and the dark. Treacherous road conditions forcing this taxi driver to stay home.
The weather was so bad today, but it affect everybody. The problem is I can go to work. It's very dangerous to drive in the snow, and that's the problem.
The storm also disrupting air travel, with more than 4,000 flights delayed and 1,000 flights canceled so far, mostly in the major hubs of New York City and Boston. A Delta Airlines plane veered off of a paved surface as it taxied from takeoff from a Syracuse, New York airport. The danger of heavy snow also on display in Minnesota, where the roof of this mall in Duluth collapsed.
There was actually a crew on the roof this morning that was clearing snow. The mall had a crew up there clearing snow from our most recent storm, which they do regularly. They heard some popping, it sounded like. The reports initially that we got, they heard some popping and they evacuated the roof. So there was no one on the roof or inside the immediate area of collapse.
The storm in the Northeast came as another atmospheric river roared into Southern California, pelting it with more heavy rains and strong winds. Already soaked areas are reporting severe flooding and downed power lines. One elementary school student suffered a minor head injury after a redwood fell on her classroom.
Definitely the worst storm of the season. This is kind of the perfect storm with the wind, the rain, the snow, and the tides.
Meanwhile, forecasters say that nor'easter is expected to continue through Wednesday, leaving anywhere from a couple of feet of snow in higher elevations to several inches along the coast. The late storm hitting after one of the mildest winters in the area in years. Charlene, CBN